When I finished up my undergrad degree in mechanical engineering, the last thing I ever thought I would do was be set foot in an academic institution. I left there as an engineer, just a hardcore engineer, wanting to get his hands dirty. I figured if I wasn't going to be an engineer, I was going to be somewhere racing motocross, racing bicycles, running, doing something active and getting my hands dirty. Eventually I did get an engineering job. I was working in a manufacturing site where getting my hands dirty as a process engineer. We were manufacturing epoxy-coated laminates for the printed circuit board industry. And a lot of what I did as a process engineer was really working with people. So I needed this engineering background, but at the same time, I really had to the getting dirty part was actually just getting down and dirty with the people on the floor and finding out what they did and making sure that the changes I wanted to implement were getting implemented. And I remember early on, a senior manager kind of pulled me aside and said, Jeremy, would you be interested in a career path in management? And I remember looking at him like he was insane. I'm an engineer. What do you mean management, right? Eventually, I sort of came around and started to pay attention to what all the managers were doing. And my curiosity started to get piqued a little bit with, some of the stuff I don't really agree with. Some of the stuff, surely there's a better way. But at the same time, you know what, I don't know. I don't know enough about this, and I think I'd be interested in it. That led me to my MBA. While I got my MBA, this is really where I would say I started to gain appreciation for the fact that all of this desire to tinker and get my hands dirty was really just a desire to learn. I really just recognized that I had a passion for learning. This said, I still went back into industry. I went to work for Avery Dennison, and my time there really influenced the future research that I did. So with Avery Dennison, I was involved in a complete supply chain reorganization. This was consolidating manufacturing sites, and this actually affected the R&D organization. So then I shifted from the supply chain organization over to the R&D organization, and we restructured the R&D organization. This meant, again, consolidating product groups, consolidating business units, and what the reporting structure was. Throughout all this time, I was really starting to question, what does all this do for what the firm is actually able to innovate? And this is what has become my academic career. I've really tried to dig in deep and find out what is the impact of the organizational structure, the incentives, both explicit and implicit, and the processes that are put in place. How can you adjust this, and what managerial levers can you pull to make sure that the innovation objectives of a firm are achieved?